Everyone. Lots happened, didn't it? Our false self is barely standing at this point, and we are learning in a pretty rapid pace that we are maturing very rapid at the moment. God's Lila is not a game for the beginners anymore. I experience myself that the need for solitude is becoming bigger and bigger. That doesn't mean I'm not in connection with people around me anymore, but I'm a lot alone. And it has a lot to do with the profound and deep realization that true love, true truth, true nourishment is only to find with the one. And as you can see in my eyes, there is also a part, and that's the separated self, that is in deep grief of letting go of this illusion. And it's very crucial to let both be there, to embrace the dual reality as much as the non-dual reality, to embrace the grieving process, to embrace the mourning of the dying separated selves. And the realization that true maturation, spiritual maturation, is only going to take place in times of solitude, to distance oneself from the matrix and to go inward, inward into deep inquiry. This is a time for deep inquiry, solitude, silence. And as we navigate this profound alchemizing process, it's also very important to not judge the ego, because then we start interfering with the illusion all over again. Let it be, let it grieve, let it, I don't know what, be fearful, let it be depressed even. Let it, allow it, feel it. Feeling is such an important step in waking up. We are being taught by society to rationalize everything, to have an answer for everything. And it's so crucial right now to stop rationalizing, like, oh, I shouldn't be grieving because I know this is for the good, or whatever kind of things going on in your mind. If the grief is there, then grieve. If the loneliness is there, then feel it. Yesterday I heard someone say, and it resonated so profoundly with me, that we come at a point in our spiritual maturation where we transit from loneliness to owneliness. But we cannot force that transition to happen. We can only observe. And if we're still into the experience of loneliness because the ego doesn't, we don't let the ego play itself out in the outer world anymore. And the ego starts feeling sorry for itself and starts feeling a victim because it cannot survive anymore. It's getting less and less food. An ego can only survive with comparison and with outside external influences. And that's okay. Just feel the loneliness of the ego. And sometimes you will feel you drop deeper and you experience the loneliness. And then the reality of the ego immediately falls away. But we're in between those two worlds right now, so sometimes you might experience deep loneliness, deep grief and mourning, because we realize so deeply, and not only here, but mostly here, because we have been already for quite some time, of course, in the mental hemisphere, but now we're starting to realize on a heart frequency so deeply that true love, true nourishment, true truth is only going to be found in the one. So we hop. There is still this hopping at the moment going on. One moment we feel in deep peace, in deep gratitude, in complete resonance with the one, and the other moment we feel completely fearful, or we mourn deeply because the separate self feels it lost so much. We had to strip so much the past years: people, situations, identifications, you name it. Waking up is a big losing game for the ego, not for source. So allow yourself to embrace this hopping from one reality to the other. It's quite natural. We don't go like this when we're in the awakening process. There is moments where we experience true bliss, and then there is a moment we drop back in duality and we experience anxiety and control and grieving and victimhood and you name it, everything that comes with the dual world. Let it alchemize. Don't try to take control over it by making up stories that, oh, this is not good, this is not, how am I supposed to feel because I know this is for the better, and blah, 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 blah. Of course, we know what we're going through because we have experienced this in past lives. That's why we're going so fast. We're going like the speed of light at the moment if it comes to awakening. But it doesn't mean you should skip the steps of feeling. Because if you skip that, you're not alchemizing in true waking up, into true connectedness with source. I know I'm hopping. Sometimes I really feel so blissful and peaceful and grateful of this process, but there are also moments I have to cry because of the people I lost, the illusions that I needed to drop. It has been a lot, you guys. It has been a lot that we had to let go of. And our bodies and our minds are not going as fast as the high vibrations that we encounter. It needs to catch up. The psyche needs to catch up with everything that is happening at the moment. It doesn't go that fast. Our bodies, they don't go that fast. They need to adjust. Give yourself time to adjust. And I'd like to hear from you guys. And I'm already getting some beautiful connections with what you guys are texting me back, and it gives me such a profound connection that I'm not the only soul that is going through this profound, big, mind-blowing awakening process that we're going through. And I'm truly grateful for you sharing your experiences, because um, in my environment, I sometimes look around me and I'm thinking, how the hell is it possible you guys keep on going in the same pace, continue being completely identified with everything around you, food, love, jobs, ambitions, sex, money, you name it. So it's for me also nurturing, besides being um, in onlyness, to get feedback from you guys that mirror the onlyness to me. So thank you. I'm very grateful for that, and just keep on posting. Much love, and um, yeah, truly grateful, and I love you guys.